Hi guys, good to have you back. If you're new here, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching. This is just a quick reminder to please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Like this video and let's get right into making our tutorial for today. Today I'll be trying out this trendy sleeve. It has a lot of ruffles and gathers, and it's like a two-layered sleeve. It's very with a lot of volume and drama. So let's get right into making our tutorial. Please stay tuned till the end. I'm sure you'd really want to try this out. So here's the first piece I cut out for the bigger part of the sleeve. This will be the one that will be giving us all the drama we need. It's actually a very big piece and my camera cannot cover all. So it's on fold right now. I kept it on fold so you can see. This is on fold. I'd already cut it out. So the measurement I made is the length. The length is 29. So you can see it stops in 29. So the length is 29. Yeah, 29. That's for the length. Then the width is 40. The width is 40. So you can see where this stops. Can see where this stop. The width is 40, but this is on fold. It's 20 inches that is showing. So you're going to be cutting a very big piece. I think about 1.5 yard or so will do for the other side of the sleeve. So I cut two pieces for both arms. For both sleeves, I cut two pieces. This is, you can see it's on fold, and then there are 4 pieces here. So here is this, this, and this, 4 of them. So we'll get back to this. Then for the other one, this is the sleeve. The sleeve is going to be an off shoulder sleeve, so I'd already cut out 4 inches away from the upper part of the full sleeve to give it the off shoulder I would want. So this is the sleeve. It was on fold when I cut it, and here it is. I opened it fully, then I cut 2 of this. So on the main sleeve I'll be working on, I'll be marking out a line straight through. Yeah, I think the line is visible here. So here's the line. We'll be marking out the line throughout from one end to the other. This is the line that will be giving us the guidance we want on where to sew through. So I'll be doing it like so. My chalk is white and the fabric is cream, so the line might not really be obvious, but just know we are meant to draw a line through, which will serve as a guide on where we'll be sewing the fabric through. For this bigger piece I marked out, you can see this side is slanting. Yeah, so I measured out 2 inch from this point and I cut it. I made it to meet at the end of that. So the reason is that this upper part to be going to this upper part of our sleeve, and we can see that it's smaller in size, in width than this other side of the sleeve. So just not to overstress it with too much pleating or gathering, we just reduced little out of it. So we already know this bigger part of the fabric is for the lower side of the sleeve, while the other part I cut out 2 inches is for the other upper part of the sleeve. So what I'll do is just to munch it here, give it a little marking so I would know the center, like so. So I have marked it already, and I'll do same for the lower part just to be able to easily identify the center of the fabric. So on the sleeve I did the same too. I marked it at the upper part and the lower part to signify the middle. So this is the wrong part of the sleeve. I turned it around. You can see the side is shining. So this is the wrong part of the sleeve. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll place the wrong part of the sleeve to face the right side of the bigger fabric. You can see this is shiny, this is the right side, this is the wrong side. So the wrong side of the sleeve will be facing the right side of the fabric, and I would place it over like this, like so. Then I would sew it all through, and you notice this other fabric is way bigger. It's bigger in size and length than the sleeve. So I would make sure this place I munched on the fabric and this my munching on the sleeve, it meets together here. Once it meets together here, I'll hold it down with a pin. You can see it clearly. The part I munch, I'll hold it down with a pin. So once I do that, I'll hold the edge of this as well with a pin. The edges of both the fabric and the sleeve I cut out, I'll hold it down with a pin. Then I'll sew it through. So while sewing through, you know how I'll be heavily pleating this fabric because it's way bigger than the size of the sleeve. So I'll be pleating it through just like so. So guys, here's a quick reminder to please subscribe to this channel if you haven't, like my video, click the notification bell, and please share this video to as many as you can. Thank you. This is just to show what we've gotten to. You can see the sewing stitch. I've sewed it together. Let me turn to the other side. So this, the other side, that was the ruffles. So remember, it's the bigger part that is ruffled, just like so, and faced with the sleeve. So the markings I made for the sleeve in the middle, it wasn't really showing any longer, so I just used a pin to trace it like so. You can see. So I think I'm going to be notching this both ends, so I'll be able to perfectly know the middle. So once I notch the ends of this, the sleeve, then this other piece too, I need to divide it into two. I need to see the middle of it, so I'll be folding it like so. From this point of sewing to this other end of it, you can see I'll notch this side too, so I can just be sure of the middle. I'll notch it and notch the other end of it as well. So I've notched it here, and this other side of it I've notched it. So previously the both fabrics were placed this way, the right side of this facing the wrong side of this, and then it was sewed this way. So I'll be going over to turn it just like this. I'll be turning it to cover the rough parts that I sewed together. So I'll be turning this way, and don't forget that for the big piece too, I notched the middle by both sides as well, so I can easily trace the middle. You can see the notching here. So once I turn it this way, okay, let me turn it the other way. Oh, this is a little bit hard. I'm using my hand to hold the camera and managing to use the other one. So arrange it. So I've turned it this way, but I hope we are all following and understanding perfectly. Then I would drag this other parts. You can see the sleeve. Please always make sure you don't mix the sleeve with the bigger piece. Drag this other part to this point. You can see the notching here for the bigger fabric, and here is the notching for the sleeve. So make sure both notches I made they meet at this same point, and I'll hold it down with a pin. I'll do same for the other side too. Here's my notching here for the sleeve, and here is my other notching for the bigger piece. So let me just fold it so it will come close. Then I'll hold it here as well with a pin also. So I've held it together with a pin, and the other side too. So for the sleeve that I cut out, I think it's settled. I've marked out the middle of it. I've marked it out. So let me turn it over to this other point. Would make a frantic effort to make sure I get the middle of this bigger piece as well. So I would just try to get the middle of the bigger piece. So once I get the middle all through from this end to the other end, I would just keep pushing it aside and pinning it to the middle of the sleeve here. So let me just quickly do that off camera. So I did it. Here's the beginning of it. I've placed both the sleeve and the other piece together. I pinned it down. So I followed it through. I marked a line on this bigger piece. So what I did, and I marked a line on this one, the sleeve. I'm sure you all know that. I marked the line on it and I held it with the pin, so I'll be able to feel the line while this fabric is placed on it, just like so. So once I place this fabric on it, I'll be able to feel the line by the pin I put under it. So I just traced it, placed it on top of each other and trying to find the middle. So this is the middle of this part, and I followed it through with the line I drew and the pin that is under. It was very easy for me to connect them together. You understand this bigger piece is going to be pleated, so I already gave space for that. So that's why there is something like excesses here. So here's the first pin. I went ahead to still follow the line, pinned it here and here as well, leaving excesses in between. Pinned it here also and pinned it here also, leaving excesses in between, and then to the end of it pinned it here. So you can have a full glance of it. Here's my pin here, so I'll take it over to my machine and sew it. So guys, here's a quick reminder to please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Like my video, click the notification bell, and please share this video to as many as you can. Thank you. Let's go back to our machine. We're on the machine now and we'll be sewing it immediately. So I'll be starting from here. You can see where I notched both sides straight down to the other end. So let's get right into doing this. So I'll remove this so it doesn't tamper with my needle. Pardon me, I think I placed my machine, my camera in the wrong place and then it fell off. So I'll go over to sewing just like so. Then I'll be pleating it heavily, giving it heavy pleating. Okay, those are the harder parts. I'll remove this pin so it doesn't tamper with my needle. The next pin is not so far away, so I can still maintain a straight line here. So I'll try as much as possible to maintain a straight line, because the lines I drew, I'm already pleating it, so I might not be able to follow it straight. Just like so. Okay, this is little, but I can still pleat it. But this is not so much. I'll be removing this as well. Just like so. Do it for these and for the second sleeve as well. Don't forget there is a second sleeve for this whole thing to be done on. So I hope you're enjoying this video so far. If you are, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like my video. Thank you as you do that. And if you have any other request videos you want, please, you can just drop it in the comment section. If you have any question, if you need any clarification, I'll always be there to respond to it. So don't forget to drop them off in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel for more interesting and more educating videos like this. And don't forget to like this video. Lastly, thank you so much as you do that. Thank you. We're getting close to the end of this knit. I think the pleated part is a bit concentrated on the side, so I just need to be careful with handling it. So okay, so let's continue the pleating just like so. Well, pardon the music behind, but I think it's entertaining still. Okay, so I would have to remove this last pin so it doesn't tamper with my needle or my machine or anything of sort. Ow! Don't know why it's hard. Okay, so that's it. So here is it. I can see that this is the other end. So guys, here's a quick reminder to please subscribe to this channel if you haven't, like my video, click the notification bell, and please share this video to as many as you can. Thank you. Our sleeve is coming together gradually. So here's the effect I gave it from the sewing. So back to the inner part of it, still here. You can see the previous gathers I did. So this was the second sewing in the middle here. So the next thing we'll be doing is I've already munched the middle of this, and you can see the munching I have here. Yeah, so this would come together. Okay, let me just turn it this way so we'd understand better. So here's what it looks like. You can see the end of it is not showing, it's just falling over it. Then this is what we have left from after this gathering. So this one here will be pulled down to meet the real sleeve here. This is the real sleeve under it. So here's the middle of the sleeve, and here is the middle of the fabric we cut. So I would hold it down here with a pin. Okay, in just a minute, hold it with a pin. Okay, so we've done this. Then I'll hold those other edges too. At this point, we can already have an idea of what the finished sleeve would look like. So I held it down with a pin already. From this point, here is the middle, and to the other end, here it is. So we'll go over to the machine and sew it through, where we will be severely gathering this. This is a whole lot, so we need to do a lot of gathering on this. We are back at our machine, and we'll be sewing it all together starting from here. So as usual, I'll remove my pins so I don't tamper with my needle, and I'll make sure both sides are held together just like so. And we're going over to sewing it. This is a gentle reminder once again to please subscribe to this channel. Your subscription will go a long way in helping us stay longer and stay stronger in this community. So please, I'd really appreciate you subscribing, and don't forget to like this video. Just give this video a thumbs up. I'm sure you enjoyed watching this, or you learned a thing or two from this, and I hope you try this as well. And you can always tag me on other social media handles if you try this and maybe have a picture of it you uploaded. You can tag me as Blessing Obafemi on any of my social media handles: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whichever it is. It's same name all through social media networks. So we just go over and continue gathering it so we get to the end, removing the pin from this. Okay, got into the middle, and let's get to the end of this whole thing gradually getting to the end. It's still a lot, not so much though. So if you have any video suggestions, I would really appreciate if you drop it down below in the comment section, so you can help me on ideas of what to do, and as well we can always have fun and learn something together, create magic together. Thank you. Let me just quickly finish up with this. I'll be removing the pin as well. Okay. So that's it. I'm done. I joined the upper parts to it, you can see. So we have 2 layers of falling pleated sleeve already. You can see it's almost looking like what we seem to achieve already. So I had this other piece we'll be adding to it. I'm sure you saw from the picture that there was an upper part we added to the sleeve. So I cut this 4 inches. I just want what I'll be adding to this point to just be 1 inches. I don't want it to be too long, otherwise the sleeve will just keep dropping, and from a short sleeve it might fall off at 3/4. I don't want it to be I don't want it to be a 3/4 sleeve, so I'll just be adding 1 inch of this to it. So this is 4 inches I cut, and the length of this, that's the length I cut for this as well. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll be folding this. When I fold this, it will be 2 inches, and when I add it to this by 1/2 inch, then it will fall back at 1 inch already. So this is the right side. I'm sure you can see it's shining. The right side always shines. This is a bridal satin, then this is the wrong side. So what I'll be doing, I'll hold this together, the wrong sides facing each other, and I'll place it right on the sleeve, on this line, just like so, and I'll sew it through. You can see, just like so. I'll join it and sew it together. So let's get to our sewing machine. I'm so excited. Our sleeve is looking really beautiful already. So we're on our machine now. You can see this is the points we'll be joining together with this. So I'm sewing a straight line basically, and I really don't see the need of using the pin to fasten it, because I think I can control it with my hands. So I'll be placing it on it like so, and I'll be sewing it by 1/2 inch. So here we go. Okay. Oh, changes off. So I'll be sewing it like so. Okay, I'm sewing by 1/2 inch, so I'm placing it right on it. So it really depends on your style of sewing. There is another way I could have sewed this and totally cover it up, that this wouldn't show at all. I think I have it in one of my tutorials. I could have turned it and then sewed it, then this whole sewing will be inside of this, but I think I want to be really fast about this particular one, so I won't be using that method here. But whichever way that applies to you, just go by it. This is a reminder for you to please subscribe to my channel. Your subscription means a lot to the growth of my channel, and it really encourages me to do more and more of this. So please don't forget to subscribe. Please like my video, and comment comment. You can make any comment at all. You can encourage me. You can ask questions. Always drop your questions in the comment section. I'll always be available to respond. I'll definitely respond to all comments I see. So please endeavor to drop comments. And if you have any request video as well, you can do right by dropping it in the comment section, and I'll see how I can come up with it. So that's basically it. I'll go over to sewing the second sleeve as well. I really don't want to cover this, so I'll just do the second sleeve. So here is our sleeve. I already joined this part to it, so you can see it's like so. And this is the second sleeve too, so I will just turn it this other way. After I joined it together, I trimmed it. I gave it a good trim. Then I would still further weave this so it would be neat. Like I said earlier, there are different ways you can really close this other part. The other method I did, it's up in my video, a detachable flare skirt I did. So I closed it really neatly, and this whole sewing was tucked inside. It wasn't showing at all. So you can just watch up the other video how I made it detachable flare skirt to really see how that went through. So whichever style you prefer, good for you. For me, I think I was a bit hasty in doing this, so I just really wanted to finish it. I didn't want to go through the process of having to sew it a second time, because for this I just sewed it once and that was it. But for the other style, I would have to sew it twice. No, I wasn't doing that. So here's the sleeve. Then I'll be going over to adding it to my dress right away. Let me close it this way. So once it's closed, this is what it looks like. Yes, and here this one. Let me close this one. I hope we get to replicate this, and don't forget to always tag me in any dress, any tutorial you replicate. I would really love to see someone replicating it, and I'm sure rocking it better than I did. So I'm going over to add this sleeve to my dress now. We're done with our sleeve. I attached it to the dress already. I had to fold in the dress so we can have a full view of the entire dress. So here is our trendy sleeve. How beautiful does it look? Please like this video. Don't forget to do that. Subscribe to my channel, and you can drop some comments in the comment section. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thanks for watching. Ta-da, bye. You do not lie, you do not fool. What you cannot do doesn't exist, though. Cause it can never